class on Zoom here at the same Zoom channel every day at the same time, usually 13 UTC. I am an English teacher in New York in the United States. And I invite people here to talk from all levels, beginners, intermediate, advanced, teachers, and native speakers. And I invite you to join on what you have in common. Play to integrate your differences for the purpose of learning English. So if you'd like to speak, just say your name, where you're from, speak to the whole group. And when you're done, say anyone else. That will let people know that you're finished and interested in getting joined. Then, when the next person talks, summarize what you heard. That ensures that we have a chance to understand each other, slows us down, checks our understanding, and gives people a chance to correct if we have a misunderstanding. And then when you've checked and someone says, yes, you've understood, then you can separate from that person, speak to the whole group, and bring in your join, or ask to change the topic. So over to you. Who would like to begin? Say your name, where you're from, and speak to the whole group.
Hello.
Muhib, your voice is very loud but not clear, and you're muting and unmuting. Would you like to try? Let's see. Muhib Nabil, can you hear me? Well, I cannot hear you, so we'll see. Muhib?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, Muhib.
I can speak about what?
Okay, so you're new here. Just hold on and listen. You'll see how we work, and you'll see what you can speak about, okay? Just listen
Okay.
for now. Great. Welcome. So Muhib was asking, what can he speak about? In this space, the topic is chosen by you, the group. You get to choose the topic. So I don't tell you what to talk about. I often make suggestions based on what I hear people talking about. But it's really up to you to think, what do you want to say? I'm not here to put words in your mouth. I'm not here to give you a script. I'm here to create a space where you might talk if you want to. And if you don't have anything to say, maybe it's good to listen. Can anyone tell me what I said?
It's up to us to choose a topic to talk about, that we are free to express themselves, and that you are here just to create a good atmosphere where we can communicate.
That's right, Renato. Thank you. Over to you. So you summarized me. Now you have the floor. You can separate from me, check in with yourself, think, what do I want to say? And then speak to the whole group. Renato, are you there? You muted yourself.
Sorry, there was an internet connection issue here.
Okay.
So could you repeat, please?
I said, you understood me. Great. Now, check in with yourself. What do you want to say to the group? You have the floor. You have the right to ask the group to listen to you.
Yes. Well, I just want to say to the group that it's very good, you know, to open our mouth and talk, and because this is what we do when we are learning a language. So we should not be afraid. We must not be afraid of express ourselves. And yes, we are here to create a good atmosphere, as the host have already said. And so let's go for it. Let's do it. It's all I have to say, James, for now.
Say anyone else, Renato. That's the key word or phrase to let people know I'm finished and I want to be joined. Anyone else?
Okay, anyone else?
Hello.
Muhib, you said hello and muted yourself. Would you like to speak?
Yeah, I want to speak. Well, my name.
It seems to have a sound problem, Muhib. You cut out. Can't
Hi.
hear you. Who said hi?
Shumi.
Hi, Sumi.
Hi. How are you?
Muhib is having some sound problems. So go ahead, Sumi.
Actually, it is my first time here. So I want to talk all the members of this group. So on which topic can I discuss?
Well, did you hear what Renato said? And let me just adjust the sound because we have some sound coming from somewhere. Okay. Thank you, muting Mr. Tang. Sumi, did you hear what Renato said or what I said?
Yes, I heard that he just encouraged the members to speak without any hesitation, without any fear. Just practice here. It is a nice platform to practice spoken English.
Now, check with Renato. Ask Renato, is that right? Is that what you said?
Hi,
Sumi,
Renato. I'm here.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
You don't know something? Hold on,
Hi.
Renato.
It means I have to ask something to him.
What would you like to do?
Okay. Hi, where are you from?
No. So if you talk directly to Renato and ask him a question, that will bring you into a one-on-one conversation. We have a group conversation here. So if you'd like to talk to the whole group.
Whole group, okay.
Yeah, everyone. Kind of, I don't know if you're on a computer or your phone, but you can kind of look around. You see that there are 28 people here. Some people are on video like me, Munmi, Islam, Mokandas, Joya, Amans, Siamak, Azita. There's a number of people you can see, and then there's a number of people who you can't see, but they're here also. Look at them and talk to everybody.
Okay, sounds good. Actually, it would be very good opportunity to talk to many people and share everything with them. So I will enjoy that. Hi, Munimi from India. How are you?
Now,
Hello.
hi. So,
I'm
Sumi, thanks, Munmi. Instead of having a one-on-one conversation with Munmi, it's okay. You can greet people, right? You know, I like to do that too. Hi, Munmi. Hi, Islam. Hi, Amans. Good to see you. Good to see you, Siamak. Very nice to see you, Azita. Now, I'm talking, but I'm not going to get into a one-on-one conversation with anybody because that will change what we're doing. So say hi to people, say what you'd like, and then when you finish, say anyone else, okay?
Okay. I'll try my best to say.
You're doing great, Sumi. You're here for the first time.
Yeah, it's my first time here, but I'm enjoying my time with all of you. Hey, Aisha, Christine, Usma, James. I mean, you. I actually I'm confused.
Yeah.
I thought here you ask so many questions we can answer.
I can ask you lots of questions, Sumi. How old are you? Where were you born? Who's your best friend? What's your favorite color? What's your favorite kind of tree? Do you have a pet? Did you have a pet when you were younger? I can ask a lot of questions, but what I'm doing here is a little different. I'm not
Yeah.
interviewing you. I'm
Yeah, I
actually
have
inviting
found
you
it.
to talk to everybody and give you a chance for people to join you on something. You'll see, you'll get the hang of it once if you participate a little bit.
Yeah, I have found it different, and I think I would enjoy it because it is first time there, so I'm maybe feeling uneasy with the
Yeah.
passage of time. I will remove it or I will enjoy it. So everybody's silent. Why?
Everybody is silent because you have the floor. And in this group, it means that you have the right for everyone to listen to you. I'm asking everyone to be silent. I'm telling them, shut up, everyone, so that they can listen to you. Now, they will keep listening to you as long as you're talking until you say, hey, I'm done. So if you're done, just say, I'm done. Anyone else?
Sounds good. Okay.
Done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Great. Good work, Sumi. Who's
Thank
next?
you.
You're welcome. Uzma, I see you have your hand up, but you don't have to raise your hand here. You can just come on in, maybe summarize Sumi, and then see if you have a join.
Okay, hi everyone. This is Uzma from Pakistan. And I just want to talk about my feelings after joining this group. Can I?
Sure.
Okay, I would like to talk about my personal fear. Actually, before 2 weeks ago, I joined this group, and I told you that I was not good in speaking. Still, I'm not good in speaking. But especially when I saw you, my heart beat becomes very fast. I don't know why.
Maybe you fell in love.
No. It's not about love.
No.
I think it's just my fear. It's not a love.
Fear. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm trying to overcome on my fear, and at least now I can talk to you. Most of the time, I just listen to people and join your meeting, but I couldn't talk even a single word. But now I'm trying to overcome on my fear.
Great, Uzma. When did you join the group? 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think almost 2 weeks ago.
All right. 2 weeks in this group is like 2 years. Congratulations.
Thank you. And hope I will be teach on this floor. Maybe.
What's that you'd like to teach?
Yeah.
No.
I will be the teacher.
No. It's possible.
Hope so. Thank you. Anyone else?
Hello, this is Maruf speaking with you from Bangladesh. And today I'm going to share with you one thing. Today I went English speaking coaching center for taking a free class, and some of people they are asking me about myself, and hopefully I answer all this kind of question. Speak English. So that is grateful. But couple of peoples, they are asking me different kind of question, and it was my first time. I was so much afraid because I didn't talk with many people's this kind of platform, but some kind of question answer I replied properly, but I was so much afraid. They are thought that my English is so much bad. uh, so I no one perfect everywhere, but my main point is that so my dear teachers, James Green, so my pronunciation is wrong or right, or what should I do for my pronunciation?
That's Maruf.
Yes, yes, this is
I'm
Mark
gonna-
from one.
Yeah, I'm going to summarize you, Maruf.
Yes, yes,
You were in a place, some place where they were interviewing you and asking you questions, and you needed to answer in English,
yes,
and you were very nervous, but you feel that you answered maybe adequately, well enough.
yes. I answered all kind of question properly, but they are told me that you need to do some work about pronunciation.
Got it. So you were able to answer their questions, but they told you that your pronunciation still needs work.
Yes.
And so you'd like some help with your pronunciation from me,
Yes.
from the group. Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes, yes.
Maruf, when did you join the group?
I joined your groups maybe when you created this group.
Yeah, about 5 months ago or 2 months ago.
Maybe 5 months or 2 months ago.
5 months, yeah. And so, have you ever heard me talk about pronunciation and how to improve your pronunciation?
Yes, yes. You have the article. You have different group. You are I means you record something. Aristotle or Plato articles. That you yes. I was.
Yeah.
I was listening, but nowadays I didn't listen your recording.
Well, oh, okay. So I suggest more than just listening. If you listen, that's the first step, and then you want to make your own recordings to work on your pronunciation. By copying mine, you can listen to my pronunciation and then make a recording of your own. That's the purpose of the activity, and it sounds like you're not doing it. And you're coming. Yes. So you know that I have an activity, you're not doing it, and then you're coming back and asking me what to do. And so I'm wondering, do you really want my advice? Or do you have a problem with my advice? Maybe you think the activity is not helpful and you'd like to suggest a different activity, or just tell the group, I don't like James's activity and I don't have any ideas and I'm stuck.
No, your activities is so much good. I had been following your activities, but nowadays I didn't follow your activities. Tomorrow I will follow your activities.
Tomorrow. Maruf, you know, it's something that doesn't happen in a day. We don't just do one recording in a day and then our pronunciation is better and fixed, right? It's something that we work on over time. So you've been in
Yes.
the group. You've been in the group, and right, that is a great step. Listening to people, talking to people. I know you've been in the group, participating in some of the text groups, and you might want to look at how your participation is working or not working. Like, what is getting in the way of doing some more focused activity for yourself? You could talk about that and think about that, because if you just, if it's not working, you might need to change something about the way you're participating.
Yes. So I have done. So if anyone else, you can
Okay.
speak.
Anyone else? Now, I just want to tell you about the schedule. I think I made a mistake about the schedule. I see that on the schedule has me as starting at 12:30 UTC, 30 minutes earlier than usual. Honestly, I don't remember that. I don't know if Nelly and Ahmed made that change without me or maybe with me, and I just don't remember. But anyhow, on the schedule, I am scheduled to end in 5 minutes. And Miracle is scheduled to take over. And we still have about 8 minutes, so it's okay that Miracle, I don't see Miracle here yet. We'll see what happens. But it might be the case that Miracle comes in 8 minutes and takes over for me for 1 hour. And then at, that would be at 13:30. And then 14:30, we have Siamek scheduled to take over for 1 hour. So let's see what happens. Back to you.
I can speak.
Who is I?
Hello?
Mokadis Joya? Hold on 1 second. Somebody said I can speak. Who was that? I don't know.
Mimi.
Mimi, it doesn't. Tell me a name, Mimi.
Muhib.
Muhib. Okay. So Mokadis, hold on a second. We'll go Muhib, then Mokadis. Go ahead, Muhib.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
Great.
First of all, my name is Muhib. I'm from Yemen. I am a new student in English language, and finish interestingly. I finish. I don't know what level in English, but I'm basically in English, and I want to speak with foreign people because I didn't find anyone in my neighborhood to speak with him, or in my country, because we are speaking Arabic, and I'm really interesting to join this group to speak with to you, and I have one problem in my language. I don't know what happened to me when a teacher said to me, "You must to prepare presentation."
Okay. Muhib, you are from Yemen and you are a student of English. You're new here and you have a problem when your teacher asks you to make a presentation in English. You want help presenting.
Yeah. Yes.
Great. Now, it's a little noisy where you are, Muhib. If I could ask, when you're not talking, please mute.
Okay. Okay.
When you're not talking, please mute. But I'm gonna talk to you. So just mute so you can hear me and everyone can hear me. Making a presentation is a kind of public speaking, right? In a school, in your class, or online in front of a group. It's public speaking. And public speaking is a skill. You need, of course, right? You need the language, some English, and you also need the courage to speak in front of people. It's a skill. So, hold on, Ali. If you're here speaking, you're getting some practice doing public speaking. Now, I don't know what presentation your teacher is asking you to do. It could be a simple presentation like a self-introduction. Hi, my name is Muhib. I'm from Yemen. Or it could be an advanced presentation where the teacher asks you to give a 1 hour presentation on some report that you are making for an engineering class. Presentations can be very simple or very complex. But at least if you are here, you are practicing, learning a little bit, and then we can see what you are able to do and what you are not able to do, and hear from you what you want to do, what your goals are. So I would invite you to come back. I don't have time to do any more with you now, Muhib, but I'm glad to meet you. I'm glad you're here. And I see that you're here, Miracle. Wonderful. I'm going to hand over to you in about 2 minutes. Muqaddis, before I hand over to Miracle, let's give you the last word, Muqaddis Joya. Say your name, where you're from, and speak to the whole group.
Okay, thank you, sir. First of all, it's my first time that I joined your classes, and I'm glad that I can participate in these groups to practice my speaking English. My name is Muqaddis Joya from Mazar Sharif, Afghanistan, and I really like to meet new people, make new friends, so that I can practice my speaking. And as you know that I may have good skills in other skills in language, in the English language, but I have some problems in speaking. And by your help and other friends, I want to actually fortify it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome, Muqaddis.
Yeah, welcome. Very nice to have you here.
Thank you, sir.
Excuse me, my attention is a little distracted. I'm trying to do too many things at once. So I would like to pass over to Miracle now. Miracle is going to teach for 1 hour in the group. And forgive me, Miracle, is this your first class in the group?
No, it's my second time.
It's your second, excuse me.
I'm still failing you.
Great. So I just want to check with you and with my co-hosts, board, teacher coordinators. Is there someone who's ready to be the co-host for Miracle, either scheduled or unscheduled?
I'm unscheduled, sir, but I really want to be a co-host.
Great. Great. So I'm going to make Siamek co-host, Fatima co-host, and I see Nani also as co-host. Great. And that will be good enough. And if you want more co-hosts, Miracle, you can just ask. I'll actually need a host. And usually Ahmed is here to host. I'll work that out. I will stay host until somebody wants to be the host for the Zoom call. And let me introduce Miracle. So this is Miracle. At university, she studied French and German and is currently working as a teaching assistant. In her spare time, she enjoys horse riding, knitting, and lots of adventure. She is very passionate about traveling and hiking. Over to you, Miracle.
Hello, everyone. Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Crystal clear, Miracle. Welcome.
Hello. Hello, Nani. Hello, everyone else. Yes.
Happy to have you back here.
Thank you. I think I remember you from my last lesson, Nani. So I don't think I remember any familiar names, but hello for those of you who are meeting me for the first time. So I am from England. I live in a city called Newcastle. So I don't know if any one of you know the city. So yeah, that's
I
where I'm
know the
from.
city. I was there.
Nice. Yes, I think you told me, Nanny. Lovely.
Yeah.
So I
Hello,
can see.
Malcolm.
Hello.
Welcome. Yeah,
Welcome.
happy to see you for next time. Welcome.
Nice.
I joined with your last class. Yeah, this is Sue from
Lovely.
Egypt. Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Nice class with Miracle.
Yes.
I'm glad. I can see people from everywhere around the world. So we've got Egypt, Indonesia, Afghanistan. It's lovely to meet everyone from every part of the world. I really love meeting new people, and that's really exciting. So today's class is going to be another speaking class. So I always like to get to give a chance for everyone to speak. So yeah, today we're going to be talking a bit about the healthcare system. So since we're from different parts of the world, it's going to be very, very different system across the world. But before we start, we're just gonna work on some vocabulary. So because there will be one or two words that some people might not be familiar with, or some people will be like, oh, this is so simple. So first of all, anyone can just tell me what the definitions are. So first of all, we're gonna start with appointment. Does anyone know what an appointment means?
It's a meeting.
Hi, is that Renato?
Hello, this
Hello.
is Renato. I'm
Yes.
from Cabo Verde. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a meeting that you are committed to. So
Not quite. I don't think not quite. It's a meeting that you committed to. So in sense of a, let's say, a healthcare system. So let's say you're going to see the doctor.
Yes, you are talking about the healthcare system. Oh
Yeah. So like appointment. So if you have an appointment in terms of like healthcare, what do you think that might mean?
It's a meeting set to see the doctor or a nurse, or to be checked up.
Yeah, to be checked up. Yeah, so like one of my other vocab was checked up. So appointment, check up, they are in similar fields. So like appointment is it's a designated time or hour to go meet a doctor or a nurse. So if you have an appointment to see the doctor, it might be you're going for a checkup. So the doctor probably will put we check wherever you're ill, might check your temperature and different stuff. In the chat, I will send the list of the vocab we're looking at, just in case people want to make a note of it. Or just, I always find it useful to sometimes make a note of the vocabulary, just, I don't know, just for future use. Another key vocab, emergency room. So you might have heard ER. Do you people know what that might mean?
This is Samira from Libya. Emergency
Hello.
room, that's meaning, yeah, this emergency room, that's meaning of the when somebody RTA, road traffic accident, and coming to very fast check. That is the emergency room, to check first, do something like Glasgow scale, very check fast, very quick survey to get what happened for this person.
Yeah, you're right. So emergency room, so like if someone's been really injured, so ambulance, we take the sick person, the injured person, to the ER, to the emergency room, so that the paramedics or the nurses and doctors will quickly check up on that injured person and take that person to a different room and try and work what's wrong with them and try and perform surgeries on them. So that's what the emergency room is. Is everyone following? Yeah? Good, lovely. If anyone got any questions, feel free to just put your hands up and just ask me. So we continue with some key vocab. So I'll copy this one. What does a maternity leave mean? Maternity leave. Does anyone know? No? Okay.
This is Amira.
This is
Hello.
Nidal. Sorry.
Yeah, maternity leave, that's meaning when some of health provider care, especially for female, when that deliver baby, she take maternity leave at usually 3 months to take a specific time with the baby, with her baby.
Yeah, you're right. So yeah, maternity leave. So when a woman is pregnant and she's close to giving birth, she will take a time off, so maybe 3 months or 6 months with a place of work, and that's a maternity leave. So it's that time period she takes time off work to take care of the baby, to give birth, to get to know the baby. So yeah, so that's maternity leave. Well done, Amira. Another one is well baby visit. Do you guys think you know what that might mean? Anyone?
You said well baby visit?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a certain time we can visit the baby in their room.
Yeah, that also I was more thinking of in relation to when a baby is being born. So with nurses and midwives, sometimes they assign time to visit the baby, to check up on the baby. So like a newborn baby, they have time to check up on the baby. So it might be just to check the temperature and just to check that the baby is doing fine.
This is by paramedics? The nurse?
Well, not by paramedics. So like after the baby's been born and when the mom goes back home. Yeah, so check up on the baby. So like a well baby visit. So it's just a check up on the baby.
Check up on the baby, yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Lovely. And we will do one more key vocab. I have a bunch of key vocab, but we won't go through all of it. Does anyone know what a side effect might mean? This might be simple for some people or not simple.
This is Amira.
Side effect is the active effect.
Hello.
The hearing effect. Beside the hearing effect, or is the side effect?
Side effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Side effect is talking about the medication that healing something, and that you have this another effect that is you don't want. That is the side effect from the medicine, I think.
Yeah, you're right. So side effect is other things that might happen if you, let's say, take a medicine, or if you maybe had a surgery. So the doctors will be like, you might have a side effect. So maybe you might have a headache as a side effect of if you just come out of a surgery, or you might have a very achy arm.
Steep. Yeah, steep.
Yeah, so that's what side effect is. So it's any other stuff that will occur outside of the usual effect that you would just have. don't. Okay, cool, lovely. So
may I ask something?
Yes.
Yeah, I think a side effect, special for drugs, when we use the drugs, but others maybe say complication after operation, complication after some procedure.
Yeah, so it can be like after a procedure, a complication. So yeah, so side effect is quite a broad term for like literally anything of some complication of an illness, something you didn't expect to happen. So yeah, that's what a side effect is in general. So yeah, is everyone following? Yeah.
Great.
Lovely.
Yeah, thank you.
No worries.
Thank you.
Cool. So we're gonna look at some phrases. So idiomatic phrases. We're gonna look at some idiomatic phrases. Sometimes it might be a bit straightforward to understand the phrases, or sometimes it might be you need to understand the phrase. So some of you might know the phrases and some of you might not. So so this is still in relation to healthcare and our health. So one of a phrase that people might use is to feel under the weather. So does anyone have any idea what that might mean? If someone say, "Oh, I feel under the weather," you know what that might mean?
I know.
Hello.
Oh, is that Amas?
Means,
yeah.
Yeah, I think that means that we are under the weather, like we're under the bad weather, like the weather are gathering around, right?
Not quite. So
Hello.
sometimes with the phrases, it's not the literal meaning. So in this sense, it's not to do with the
To
weather.
be sick.
As in, oh, someone said it. What was that?
Yeah. May I?
Yeah, Renato. Yeah.
I think it's when someone is feeling quite down.
Yeah, you're right, Renato. So it's when someone say, "Oh, I feel under the weather," it means they're just really sick. They're feeling really down. They're not feeling too well. So that's what someone means by "I'm under the weather." So it's not to do with if it's sunny or rainy. It just means sick. So that's one of the phrases. That's what the phrase means. Did you catch that? Oh,
So I catch that. So I could like I'm feeling sad, so I replace it. I choose that phrase like what you had said, like I'm feeling so under the weather. Could it be like that?
Yeah. So you just if you so sick, so you're like I feel so under the weather. It's just you're just really sad. You're just really sick. You're just not feeling too great at all.
Especially in this pandemic, right, Miracle?
Yes, especially with the pandemic, with a lot of people just
always
catching
under
flu.
the weather.
Yeah, everyone is just under the weather.
Oh,
yes,
I got headache,
like everyone is coughing, sneezing. Everyone is under the weather. So yeah, that was a good example. Thanks, Nani. That was a good example of a sentence we could use that phrase with. So another phrase the next phrase we'll look at is to be fit as a fiddle. This one might be tricky. So in a literal sense, a fiddle is like a instrument. It's like a violin. So you use it like as an instrument, but in this sense, it's not to do with an instrument. So does anyone know what to be fit as a fiddle might be?
Feeling great means?
Yeah, yes.
Great.
I don't know who said that, Fatima. Yeah, to feel great. So, yeah. So we've come out of feeling under the weather. So now we're fit as a fiddle. So that means we're like really great. We've been so ill. I'm fit as a fiddle. So we're great. We're fantastic. We're not sick anymore. That's good. Yeah. So that's
can be in a very good health condition.
Yeah, to be a good health condition, so you're fit as a fiddle, like you're just really strong, you're just feeling
Could you repeat
fantastic.
what is it? A fiddle, you said? It's
A fiddle in itself is like an instrument, so it's like a violin. So you know, like a violin. So it's fiddle is like a it's kind of like a violin. It's like but it's an instrument.
Small one or the harp, the big one?
It's like a violin, so it's a small one. So that's what fiddle is.
Okay.
So yeah, so fiddle is an instrument. But when you see the phrase "to be fit as a fiddle," it means you're feeling great.
Great.
Yeah. So another phrase is a clean bill of health.
Clean bill?
I'll post it, a clean bill of health. Does anyone have an idea what it might mean?
This is Azita from Iran. It means you don't have any problem about your health system.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
of
that
them is great, yeah.
you're correct. Yeah, so let's say you've been maybe seeing your doctor for some time, and they, let's say, worst case scenario, you've had cancer, and you've been going to look to visit your doctor, and you got the good news, you've got a clean bill of health. That means you don't have anything else wrong with you. You're good to go. You're free from cancer. You're free from the sickness. So that's what a clean bill of health means. So yeah. So I don't know. You might not remember all of these phrases, but I'm just saying some common phrases that people will use when they're talking about their health. So if someone say, "I feel under the weather," "to be fit as a fiddle," "a clean bill of health," it's just all phrases that day to day some people will use. But if for people who are non-native speaker, they will be confused. What do you mean by "to feel under the weather"? So it's nice to have someone to explain the phrases sometimes, because I feel people forget to explain phrases and you're just so confused. So yeah, so we'll continue with some phrases. So another one is alive and kicking. So what might that mean? Ooh, was that someone speaking?
Hello.
Hi. I'm not sure. Is it Abdullahim? No.
قلت عيم قلت لهم انتوا هاي ثاني مرة تقولون مريضة عندنا ورقة لازم نسويها.
Guys, if you're not contributing, could you mute your camera, please, so that I can hear who's thank you. So yeah, I wasn't sure who was speaking. So our phrase was alive and kicking.
So can I tell what it means?
More cadres. Yes. Hello.
Literally, it means alive and kicking. It means when somebody is healthy and actually they can survive from an illness or some emergency issues. We can say that they are kicking and alive.
Yeah, so it just means it's pretty much simple that you're just in good condition. So it's like to be fit as a fiddle as well. You're not sick, you're healthy, so you're alive for kicking, you bubbly. So that's what it means. So there's like with English idioms, there's so many ways of saying I am good. So let's say if you come out of surgery, you can say I'm good, I'm fine, I'm fantastic, but you can also expand your vocab by saying I'm alive and kicking, I'm fit as a fiddle. Or if you're not really feeling well, you can be like, oh, I'm a bit under the weather. So it's just different ways some people will choose to just go for like, oh, I'm not too great, I'm not feeling well. And some people are like, I'm under the weather, or I'm alive and kicking. So it's just different ways of saying the same thing that we're looking at today.
Hello.
Oh, Minna, was that Minna speaking?
Uh, but I have no idea about phrases. You can just tell me when we use phrases.
With phrases, you can just use, so with the phrases we're looking at today, it's just day-to-day phrases we use, just generally. So when people are talking, let's say you're talking with your friends or your family, so some of the phrases we'll be looking at, people would just use them in day-to-day conversation. So let's say if you've been sick for quite a while and you met a friend on the road, and they're like, "Oh, how are you? It's been a while. I've seen you." You can be like, "Oh, I'm fit as a fiddle. I'm alive and kicking." So it's just phrases you would just use day-to-day language. But but some of the phrases, if you look at it in a literal sense, they will be quite confusing. So we're just explaining what they might mean. So like, I think someone got the under the weather wrong. It's not about the weather at all. It just means you're feeling sick. So that's what we're looking at today.
Okay, but phrases is very important for speaking English. Speaking English.
It's handy. So it's not that you have to know them. I'm just trying to like help people understand a bit more into spoken English. So when you hear the phrases, like if you're watching a movie or if you're hearing someone speak, you are able to understand what they're saying, but it's not necessary that you know. So you can just use the basic level that you understand. So if someone says, "How are you?" you can be, "I'm fine," and that's also good. Or you could be, "I'm alive and kicking," which is also good. So it's just looking at different ways people will say different things.
Miracle, alive
Hello.
and kicking. Can we use for the baby, alive and kicking in the womb?
Yes. So some people, when the baby is like really
alive
kicking in the tummy, the baby, you can be like, "Yes, alive and kicking." You can use it in like a lot of different sense, really.
Oh, okay, great.
So you can use it in any conversation, really. So
when we
so that's the joy of English. There's so many ways you can say.
Fantastic, right?
Yeah, there's so many ways you can say.
I wanted to tell you.
Yeah.
I wanted to tell when I am going to interview for jobs, they both question me in English, and then I am forgetting all the common English, and due to fear due to how can we decrease the fear?
How can you reduce your fear when you're on an interview?
Yeah.
I guess interviews you're always sometimes afraid and you have loads of nerves on an interview. My advice, if you're doing an interview in English, is you can always tell the interviewer, "One moment, please. Let me think about that question." So you can always tell the interviewer that I want to think about the questions. So you don't need to rush. So just tell the interviewer, "One moment, please," while you think about what you want to say. So maybe in my last lesson we can look at phrases for interviews as well. So like, "One moment, please. Let me think about that. Sorry, can you repeat that again, please?" If you're unsure what the question was asked, or if you just want to think about it, and just take your time, really. You don't have to rush. The interviewer will want to see how good you are. So sometimes it's not about speaking the most perfect English, it's about being able to communicate what you want to say. So that would be my advice for you. Was that me? No, yeah.
Okay.
Did that help?
I'm sorry.
Did that help?
Now this time I have no help. Okay.
It's okay. I think when I next do a teacher lesson, I will try and do something in relation to interviews. So how to change phrases to say for an interview. If you forget what you want to say, another phrase we say is lose your train of thought. So if you forget what you want to say, if you are confused, so I can do that at a different lesson. So when next I'm on the lesson, you can join that next lesson. But we'll continue with with health care for today. We'll continue with some phrases today. So another phrase we'll look at is to be back on one's feet. So this one might sound confusing, but does anyone have an idea what this one might mean?
Yeah.
Who was that? Amas?
Yeah, Amas. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think this means that to get oneself to his condition healthy and like where like in a state of where he's a normal healthy person, right?
Yeah, almost. Yeah, you're quite correct. So let's say
Can
to
I
be back.
add?
Yes, Nadi.
To be back on one speech, like you being long with your illness, then you got some health treatment and you got healthy again. It's kind of like to be back on one speech.
Yeah, so you're right. You both are right. Thanks, Amas and Nani. So
Yeah,
if you've been
no worries.
sick for a very long time, and so when you're back on your feet is you're alive again, you're healthy, so you can do the things you used to do. So if you liked playing football, you're back on your feet again. You can do your hobbies, you can do what you like to do. So that's what the phrase means. So yeah. So we do one last phrase. Another one is out of shape. This one might be simple. This one might not be. Not. So when someone is out of shape, what do you think that might mean?
Means you are not in perfect condition to do something.
Yeah, almost. Yeah. Anyone else wants to add to that? No. Yeah. I don't remember who spoke, but yeah. So when you're out. Ooh, Uzma?
Yes, I think physically not fit after sickness.
Oh, could you say that again, please?
I think its meaning is physically or mentally not well, physically not fit.
Yeah, so let's say you are exercising and
overweight. Overweight.
It could be that. So they're quite different meanings. So it could be you're overweight, so you're quite a big person. It could be if let's say you're running. I hate running and I don't do running. That's the one exercise I hate doing. I'm out of shape. So I would say I'm out of shape because I get tired easily. So if you're out of shape, it could be you get tired easily, you don't like doing it, you feel you feel tired easily. So let's say you're doing an exercise, it's not for you, it's hard. So that's when you can use you are out of shape. So it could mean you're overweight, but it could also mean you're tired after, like when I run, I'm out of shape. I don't like running. It's not my favorite exercise. For some people, if they're doing a new exercise at the gym or so that's what the phrase means, out of shape. So yeah. So I hope the phrases and the keywords were helpful. So we're just looking at like day-to-day phrases that people will use when they're speaking. You might never need to use it, but it's just handy to know when you hear someone in like a movie you can remember, oh, I remember that phrase, I know what it means. So I hope that helps. So now we're gonna do some conversations. So just chatting with some questions. So everyone is from different countries. So so in England, where I'm from, we don't have to pay. So the healthcare system, we don't have to pay to go see the doctor. So if I wanted to, if I'm under the weather, like we learned, I could go book an appointment with my doctor and visit the doctor. And for me, in my country, in England, it's free. So I want to ask, our first discussion is that the same for everyone in their country? So do you have to pay to go see a doctor in your country? Could you, when people talk, can you tell me which country you're from, and as you answer the question, so that I can know where people are from as well?
Yeah, this is Murad.
Boca, yeah?
Yeah.
Is it
Good
an open
afternoon.
discussion now? Yeah.
And I'm so glad to be here. So happy to a chance with you my idea.
Yeah.
And to have the opportunity to practice my speaking skill. So here, my name is Bokar De. I'm from Senegal.
Okay.
And I'm a student at the English department at the Second University of Dakar.
Okay.
So here by my side, when you go to see a doctor, you know, I don't check the meaning correctly, but if it is a doctor, like in medicine, when you go to see and to want to know about your health, if it is a doctor, when you go to see a doctor, you have to pay sometime.
Okay.
The hospital or it could be far. You have to take a car, and when you enter there, you have to pay for the ticket. You have to pay a ticket.
Okay, you have to pay. Okay.
Yeah, it's what I want to say.
Okay, thank you very much, Boka.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Nice.
Thank you.
So Boka from Senegal says he has to pay to when you go to the doctor. Anyone else?
Yeah, this is Murad.
Murad, nice to meet you.
Thank you so much. My name is Murad. I'm from Yemen.
Okay, Yemen, nice.
So yeah, thank you. So answering your question, actually, I'm living outside my country, but talking about the medical situation in my country, I can say that nothing is for free. You have to pay for any medical check, and this is unfortunately, the people of Yemen, are requested to pay money in order to check for their own health. But currently, I'm living outside the country, and in another country where you have to be medically insured. There's something called medical insurance, and without medical insurance, you will be entitled or requested to pay money for any medical treatment. So it's better for me, as a person living outside in that country, to be medically insured, so that I can take any medical treatment with low price, because it will be covered by the insurance company. And there's categories in that insurance company. So there's categories that's called A, B, and C. So the more you pay for your medical insurance, the high services and features that you will get. So this is generally about the medical situation in my country, or the country that I'm living in now.
Okay. And can I ask which country are you living in now?
I'm living in Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia. Okay. Thank you for sharing. So it's interesting, the medical insurance. So so in England, there are private hospitals where you do pay money, but in general, it's free in England. So you've got something called the National Health Services, where it's free for everyone. So it's interesting you mentioning medical insurance as well, because that's not something I'm used to. So so it's interesting there are other alternatives as well for you paying medical insurance. So it's also interesting you telling me the higher you pay, the better insurance or facilities you get. So it's interesting to know the way things work in different countries. So I find it really fascinating. As Boka said, you have to pay. So it's interesting. Anyone else wants to share?
This is
I'll
Amira.
Can I ask you something?
This is Amira from Libya.
Oh, just a minute, Murad. I'll let Amira speak.
Yeah. So in my side, in the past, we have only public hospital, government hospital, and public pharmacy, and you get a lot of healthcare care just only without any pay. But nowadays we have a two system, private and government public hospitals. If you are Libyan, you get free in the government. If not Libyan, maybe even from other nationality, you take some money from them. And nowadays, no public pharmacy, only private, and the price of medication is very high in my side. And you know, because the facility in government is very low nowadays because COVID. So the old people go to the private, but still is very expensive for other people. And sometimes nobody going to hospital at all, just only in keeping home, because no facility to get care from doctors or nursing. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks
Anyone
for
else?
sharing. Thanks for sharing, Amira. Yeah. So I guess in most part of the world, most other countries from what I've gathered, you do have to pay for the medical services in general. So even with England, where I live, nowadays what they've done is to be able to fund the free health service. What they've done is increased people's tax. So which is another debate in itself, because there are some people that don't want their tax to be increased, because it means they don't get a lot of their earnings. So another phrase, some people might say, you win some, you lose some. So it's a phrase where it will benefit some people. So with the free health service, benefits some people in general, but for some people, they're losing money from their tax, from the money they earn. So yeah, it's interesting. So another question leading on from the different medical services in different countries. In your opinion, do you think the medical service should be free for everyone? So in an ideal world, do you think the medical service should be free?
No, in Indonesia?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay. Do you want to
I can
tell
give
us
you the reason. I've been in many countries and I've noticed this. For a welfare, the higher welfare service from the government, from the rich country, that makes sense because the government has a lot of financial support to support the people or the citizen. But it's different in the development country like us here. We are not exactly free, but it's just like reduced. They cut from our salary monthly.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 30% or yeah, I think 30% like my status. And we're gonna use the card. We call it BPJS. Yeah.
Okay.
That's by the government control through the government civil servant and the company now separating in the whole Indonesia, which is before focus or center in one certain province only. Now already by the new president Jokowi, it's already changed a lot with the health system. and health care. And they have KISS, the card for the poor people, that's free. If you bring that card, you come to the clinic, you come to the hospital with the symbol where you can have the facilities. They will serve you as much as your facility you have to get. But instead of that, insurance also has the rules. Private insurance, they offer many things. Like me, I have 4 insurances as well as the one from the company to protect my health. But your question says it's gonna be free one day. As I said, in your country, rich country, it might be okay, but not in a development country. Okay, that's all. Anyone else?
Thanks for sharing, Nani. Thank you. Anyone else? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do people? Yeah. Who's speaking? Bokan. Hello.
Yeah. From my opinion, I think that hospital, the government should free the medical fees. Because, for example, when the coronavirus came, we were locked down. Even when studying, you stay lock it into your inner room. You study there online without working, without doing any research, and you want to gain or win anything. That's why they should focus on that. I don't know how to call it. on that fact, to help people to advance on their sorry, I'm not used speaking. I'm not used to speaking. That's why, but what I think is that the government should help people on that way. For example, now we see that people don't speak about coronavirus. It means that they have found the remedy about it. Maybe, I don't know, but it means it is far of us.
Yeah.
But when the other illness, or when the other ill or sick come around us, they have to sorry, I lost the word sometimes when I begin to speak. I forgot all the word. I don't know. Okay,
It's okay.
thank you.
So what I think I got from what you're saying is you think it should be free because it's impacted a lot on people's life. So people coronavirus is still out there, but it's still impacting some people's life, and you think it should be free. I think that's
It's true. It's true. Relating corona, all free here.
Okay, so
just that point, yeah, free.
Okay, so free.
This is Amira.
Amira, okay.
May I say something?
Yes, feel free.
Okay. For me, for my opinion, should be divided into 2 groups. If you are a child or old age, should be take care for without any money. But if you are an adult and coming to the hospital just for fighting and RTA or something drive under alcoholism, should be take a lot of money from this person, because he did the troublemaker in the hospital, and take a lot of facility from others, maybe old age or child or a woman go to delivery, something like this. Yeah, should be put this option for people just only for type of punishment, because a lot of people here in my side just fighting gunshot and something like this under drug abuse and coming for to troublemaker in our hospital.
Okay.
Anyone else?
I'm interested you mentioned free for children and old people. which I think I agree with you on that front, because with old people, they might not be working, and with young children, they are quite young. So I think I agree with you when it should be free for young and old people. I think someone else was speaking. Deborah?
Can I do a
Excuse me,
Yeah. Was it Deborah?
sir. Excuse me. I am the brother.
Okay, hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Hello, good evening. Well, good afternoon for me, but yeah.
I am from India. I am from India, sir. I do. I am from India. Sir, I don't know English as like you. Sir, I have a question. How to improve my English, communication English, and how to improve my pronunciation as well as you?
Could you say that again slowly, please? So how do I help you improve your pronunciation?
Okay. How to improve my pronunciation and how to improve my English, communication English, which help me to communicate with otherwise.
Yeah, I think I get what your question. So how to improve your pronunciation and how to communicate with people. So first of all, you are in the right place on this platform. Try speaking with different people and listening to me speaking in English. So that's the first step in improving your English. It's a mixture of the time you set aside for English learning, and also joining platforms like this, listening to videos, listening to practicing on your grammar. So it's quite a big question that I can't answer all of it now, but a first step is, if you want help with your pronunciation, what I tend to do, I think in my first class was mention, start with the small steps. So was try and maybe get a baby book and read read the book and improve on your pronunciation. So like I don't know, get a baby book or something with easy English. That way you can read the words aloud, and that way you're practicing your pronunciation. And if you're not sure of the pronunciation, you can check it on dictionary and listen to how it's pronounced. So that's one way of helping you with your pronunciation. But it's quite a broad topic that I can't quite answer. Okay, so we're gonna continue with the topic we're focusing on. So it was about
Yeah, this is
Can
Murad.
I add
sorry
some
guys, just one at a
suggestions?
time. Are we speaking? Sorry.
Can I add some suggestion about his question?
Yeah.
To pronounce English correctly, he need to speak. He need to learn linguistic, phonetic. Begin with learning phonetics, because in phonetics there are all the transcription in which you can focus to pronounce English correctly. It's my suggestion, and thank you.
Thank you, Booker. Yeah, so it's a lot of different ways to improve your pronunciation. I would say, rather than focusing on just pronunciation, it's merging, it's mixing it up with, as you're reading, as you're speaking, you are improving your pronunciation that way. Whereas if you're just learning vocab and pronunciation, you need to put it in a context where you will use it day to day. So that is my advice. If you're just learning vocab and pronunciation, it might not be so useful. Whereas if you put it in context of a sentence or a phrase or in a conversation, you will be able to remember that pronunciation more. I see we've drifted off topic, but it is a first step for everyone on this platform. For those who are brave enough to contribute and speak, and those who are not brave enough, it's fine. But you're also working on your pronunciation as you're listening to me talking, as you're listening to everyone else talking. So it's baby step, it's small steps for everyone, because everyone is at different levels. So someone might be really advanced in their pronunciation and someone else might be at a beginner's level. So everyone is different. So keep working on the areas you feel like you need to improve. But I would say for pronunciation, use it in a bit more reading context, speaking context, as opposed to just practicing vocab and pronunciation. But yeah, so will we answer one more question? I can see time is almost over. So we've talked about the healthcare system. Some people think it should be free. Some people think it should be for children. It should be free. Hi.
May I just say something?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I strongly agree with Mr. Abubakar, I think. I think that in some situations, you know, the medical system, the healthcare should be provided to those who do not have the necessary condition, and I think they should not pay. For instance, how can you demand someone to pay for medical healthcare or medical assistance when this person lives below the poverty line? This person doesn't even have you know, something to eat. So how can you demand him to pay? And this coronavirus pandemic has played havoc on every people's life. So we have many people that had no condition before the coronavirus pandemic arrived, and nowadays they are in a worse condition, and these people cannot afford paying medical assistance. And regarding disabled people, there are many people that has disabilities. They do not work. They do not have any condition to work. So they do not have any condition to pay for medical assistance. So in this case, I think that the government should, you know, create a policy to identify people that do not have enough resource, you know, enough income to pay for the medical condition, and you know, and provide them these conditions freely without paying anything. So it's all from me.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, this is Murad.
Was that Murad talking?
Yes, if you allow me.
Yeah, hi. Yes.
Yeah, thank you
Go
so
on.
much. Thank you so much. First of all, I strongly agree with the previous speaker. I do believe that all people should be treated the same, where medical support should be given to them or provided to them freely. I think there's nothing precious in this world more than the human soul. So, you know, telling the people, no matter from which background they are from, to pay for a medical treatment, something's very hard. You know, you may have people who are, as the previous guy said, maybe they will be under the poverty line, and they won't be able to pay for their medical support or assistance. So I think all people should be treated the same, no matter what age or under which condition they are. They should be provided, you know, with the medical support freely, because there is nothing could be as a punishment for the human more than sickness itself. And if you want to like punish someone, let him feel the harm of the sickness itself. It will be a good lesson for him to avoid any harmful, habit that could, impact his health. So yes, this is what I believe. And once again, it's not about the age or the category of the human. All people should be treated the same. And this is when it comes to the serious condition. There's another classification which I believe is considered as a cosmetic condition. I think this one should be, should be paid, because it's not under the what they call the fear need of the human itself. So in that case, I think they should pay for this cosmetic, treatment. So thank you.
Thank you, Murad. So yeah, so it's interesting to see people's different opinions. So someone, I can't remember who said it should be free for the kids and the young. Some people say it should be free for everyone. Which, yeah, it's interesting, the different opinions, because like you said, some people are really poor, regardless if they're young or old, and they can't pay for the medical service in their country. So I think for me, ideally, I would like a world where you don't have to pay for the medical condition, a medical for the medical services. So for me, ideally, but I guess in a realistic world, for me, it might be best for a young and older people for it to be free. But then again, some people don't have a lot of money and some people are poor. So it's a tricky situation, which everyone's financial everyone finances are different. So I can't speak for everyone, and everyone is from different countries. So it's all different. But thank you all for sharing all your different opinions, and I hope this has helped improve your speaking in sharing your opinions, because on a day-to-day basis, when you're talking with people or meeting new people, you sometimes get asked your opinions, you sometimes get asked to say what you mean, to expand on your opinions, and it's nice to be able to be able to voice out your opinions. So I hope this lesson has helped. And for those who came late, we looked at some phrases that we might use day to day at the beginning of the lesson. So I've posted some of the key phrases on the chat. So if you need to write them down, just to put them in your vocab notes. So we looked at some phrases like alive and kicking, to be back on one feet, out of shape, and feel free to use it on your day-to-day language, or you might not, but it's always good to know. So that is the end of my session with everyone, and it was nice meeting you all. Thanks for those who contributed, and thanks for those who came and just listened. So I hope to see you all again soon, and
in another topic.
Thank you. But yeah,
Thank you, Miracle.
You are a
Thank you. It was
miracle,
wonderful.
not only your name.
Thank you.
Miracle.
Great job.
Bless you.
See you guys soon.
Thank you, Miracle.
Thank you
so much.
Bye bye.
you very
Great
much.
class.
Bye.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Medical.
Thank you.
Okay, Siamak, are you ready for your class? Siamak, do you hear me?
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, Shama.
Hello, Nani. Hello, everybody. I'm so happy that today I'm here at your service. I think I'm alone here, Let's see what do we have. Okay. Today we're going to have a mixed level conversation just for an hour, and we are going to talk about music. And we're going to see the music in your country and how the music can affect life and how we can learn English using music and some idioms relating to music. So let's get started. We have all these things in this session. The first one, who wants to talk about music? I want to choose here who can be, okay. I think Nani is ready. Nani?
Hi. Oh. I'm here. I'm in
How are you?
Indonesia.
Okay,
Doing
that's
great.
great. How are you doing today, Nani?
I
Nani,
feel
sing a song.
ecstatic.
Okay.
Sorry,
that's
I'm a
great.
co-host too. There's so many here. Okay, done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I should admit some people that they're joining right now. Okay, Nani, I'm going to ask you about music. How's your relationship with music?
Me with music? Wow.
Yes.
I can say in one word.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic, awesome, overjoy, spirit, energy. Wow, many. Motivation sometimes. Energy, mood.
Okay, that's great. What kind of music do you really like? The type of music, like we have different types,
genre?
like hip hop. Oh yes, in general, hip hop. I don't know, pop, jazz, country music, rock, classical.
Seems like I love rock. I love all, but I focus on rock.
Rock. Okay. You really like rock. What about classical music? Do you like classical music?
Can you sing the song, Nani?
Okay. Well, oh yeah, we'll request Nani to sing a song here as well. That would be nice.
Let's finish discussion. Don't ask me.
Okay. Okay, we'll hear Nani, and I'm so sorry. I think somebody...
Mute, please mute.
Okay, please mute yourself. Okay. Nani? Somebody is talking. And somebody is not. Oh, please mute. Okay, Nani, let's continue about music. Do you usually practice music with yourself, or can you play any musical instrument?
I was playing organ and I was kid. And I also try interest with drum. Basics relating to rock. Dum, 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 dum. And I always sing every day. And I was cooking, when I was do gardening. Sometimes I do humming. I am humming many songs.
Any kind of
just
song.
to get the spirit and good mood.
Okay, that's really good. You know, Nani, about these singers, one thing that I really consider the singers, they should be responsible about some cultural aspects in a society. And in history of music, if you see, there are lots of this kind of singers that they thought that they were somehow responsible regarding to their society. We can name, for example, Beethoven. We can name, for example, Vangelis. We can name, for example, some of these
Bob
famous
Geldof,
musicians.
Bob Geldof, Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
Black and
Michael
white.
Jackson. Yeah, that's quite right. Or like John Lennon. These are all the
and
people.
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
Yeah, that can be. But when we are talking about Western culture, actually we are talking about this one. We are talking about Beethoven, for example. When you are listening to Beethoven, you feel that you are not in this world. You are somehow soaring in the sky, you know? It is something like this. Okay, anyway, back to Nanny. Nanny, have you ever listened to John Lennon?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's my favorite too. Who's
great.
that, Sir what? Is that of John Lennon from UK?
Yeah. Yeah. What kind of track of John Lennon do you like? Or do you usually try with yourself?
What kind of what? Repeat,
The
please.
track, music track. Like, for example, There's No Heaven or other music tracks.
That's Imagine.
Imagine, yeah. Have you ever tried this one with yourself?
Say again?
Have you ever tried? Yeah. Have you ever tried this one with yourself? Have you ever?
Yeah. I sang them many times.
Oh, great.
So to invite you to sing together.
That can be great. So can you sing right now here a little?
Wow, you asked me. Come on,
Okay.
who requests on Nani? Raise hands up.
No, it's just a little bit if you want. Oh yeah, we have Shakir. That's great.
Nani, please sing.
I got Shakir. Okay, who else?
No, I think that's enough. Oh, great.
Okay, many more.
3 people. We're going to hear just a bit, not a lot.
Okay, not a lot.
For copyright.
Just which part? Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine
Hi.
trees. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. That's it.
Okay, wow.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Wow.
Okay,
Amazing.
I really love this song.
Nanny,
And for copyright reasons, I could not play it. And I thought that there will be some difficulties. And that's why Nanny sent, thank you, Nanny. And let's talk something about your own country, Nanny. Do you have any music legend in your own country?
But we consist many tribes, ethnical group. There's some music or song that are popular when we have war, when we have fought for the, when we have the occupied by the Netherlands for 350 years, 3.5 century. We have many songs from that one. Indonesian, very rich country.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Nanny, for participating in this part, and thank you for singing that great song. That's really great. I'm glad that I had you here in this session.
Nani,
thank you very much.
Please sing Indonesian song.
I think not right now. Then we will have. Thank you very much. Let's go to somebody else from a different country. I really want to talk to a person from an Arabic country because we're going to know about Arabic culture and Arabic music.
Well, I'm an Arabic person.
Sorry. Okay.
I'm
Can you
from
talk?
the Arabic world. Yeah, my name is Murad.
Okay.
And before I do my comment, can
Okay,
I do
Murad.
like a quick review over Nani performance? Well, Nani, I think you deserve the golden buzzer. If I have the golden buzzer, I will give it to you. However, please don't sing
Thank you,
again.
Murad. Thank you, Murad. It's awesome. You always support me.
Yeah,
you deserve
I think it was great.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Okay, let's continue, Murad.
Yeah, so the thing is, music for me, it's something that I listen to when I feel. Just one second. I listen to it when I feel like frustrated or in a bad mood, or maybe or having like a special moment. So it's always attached to my situation. I always try to listen to music in order sometimes, to feel the vibe inside me or to distract me from what I'm doing. Like usually I'm listening to music when I exercise. I feel, listening to music, it could distract you from the hard work that you are doing. And it could make you feel and put yourself in another area so that you can
does it help you feel energetic when you're exercising and listening to music?
Yeah, of course. Actually, the main reason of listening to music while I'm exercising is to energize myself and to feel that I'm powerful and young. And it could also, as I told you, it could take your mood to another place where you can be more excited to do more when it comes to your usual workouts.
Okay, that's great. One more thing about music. When you listen to English songs, have you ever thought with yourself that I'm listening to this kind of music, but I want to learn something from this special song?
Well, honestly, listening to the English music was my first motivation to learn English, because music it's a lovely language. It's a language where it's attached to the soul. So the moment you start to feel the lyrics, to feel the music, you will be passionate to learn the language itself. So I can say that music was my first motivation to learn English, and I'm so grateful that
But the thing is that when you listen to music, you want to learn something, or you just want to listen to music for fun or for that cultural aspect?
Well, honestly, sometimes when I find a new vocabulary or idiom, you'll find me immediately going to Google Translation to translate that phrase or that word to get the exact meaning of it. So yes, I can say it's one of the sources of learning English or any language that you could, be interested.
Oh, fascinating. One more thing about Arabic words. If you see in this big word about 24 countries, if I'm not wrong, we have all these countries that they speak in Arabic language. Is there any famous musician that the people here in this session may not know him or her, and you want to introduce?
Oh my God. Well, honestly, from my own, perspective, I think there's some Egyptian like songers or from the East word, Arabic word from Morocco. They are a little bit famous, and you can find people from the Western world or from the outer world listening to them because they used to a beautiful intonation that could be attractive to them. Like, for example, if I can give an example for a singer, Shab Khalid, he came with a song in the early of the 1990s, a song called Didi. And I still remember that this song went so viral at the time, and people started to listen to it. And the version of this Arabic music has been translated to another language, or some musicians used it for their mother tongue or for their own language. So they created a version of that song for in a different language. So yes, I can say there's some songers that are famous, and some people they may heard about it.
One more thing, since lots of Arabic countries, they are Islamic countries, and some of these Islamic scholars, they think that music contradicts the Islam, and you do not face hurdle when hearing music, playing music, or even learning music.
Yes, of course. I think music is a language where you can be connected to the whole world. Sometimes I'm listening to music from a different language, but I don't know exactly what does it mean, what what they call the language or the melody of the language itself. It could attract you. I listen sometimes to Persian songs. I don't know exactly, but the vibes, the melody of that song could be, the source why I love that song. So I still remember, like a few weeks ago, I was listening to a Persian.
That's a great point. But my question is that is there anybody in your society, as in my country, for example, here, when you want to learn music, you will face lots of difficulties because there are some people, they think they're extremely religious and they contradict music. In Arabic countries, I think they have the same version of Islam as well. They do not face this kind of problems.
Well, honestly, music or working in this industry, for some categories in the society, still considered as a stigma, as something not accepted. And over the years, I don't know, to be honest, when it comes to the religious, opinions, I'm not the right person to ask them about them. Yes, for me, and honestly, I would love to listen to music, but I don't want to see myself or my children working in this industry. I don't know why. Maybe for religious, excuses, or that I saw that this industry became like occupied by bad people, because as I believe, from the stories I'm hearing, that there is a lot of abuse in this industry, and people are fighting each other using some rumors to destroy the reputation of his opponent or his challenger. So I think this industry is not pure. So I don't love to see myself or my children work in that field. But at the same time, I would love to listen to music. I have a good taste in music, so I will only select the music that fits to my taste.
Okay. What can be your reason that you don't like your children or you yourself to work in this industry?
Well, honestly, to be honest with you, I would love to see them, working in respectful places that they won't be pressured by the opinion of others.
You consider music, which is not a respectful thing?
No. Once again, I'm, nowadays you can easily find that some singers that they're using a bad word in their music. So and it's I can say reason to attract people to view their song. So I don't know, there is no limitation in this industry. There's no boundaries or what they call the morality in the whole thing. So I would love, to take them out of that pressure or out of that industry, so that they can find a place where they can serve the community and be, respected for the thing that they are doing. So unfortunately, this is my belief. So I love to listen to music. Same time, I don't see myself in that.
Okay, that's good. That's great. At least you love music, and sometimes you're tired. You listen to music. You exercise. You listen to music, and I'm kind of summarizing you. Yeah, that's really great. Thank you very much for participating in this part. And let's go to one other friends. Musbah Jurzada is right now on.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Musbah. Welcome to this session. How are you?
Hi, everyone. I am good. How about you, teacher?
That's great. Would you please introduce yourself a little bit, and after that, we're going to talk about music.
Okay, I am Musbah Jurazada, and I am from Afghanistan. I live in Mazar Sharif.
Oh, that's great. Musbah, how's your relationship with music? Do you listen to music?
Yes, music is my life. I really love music. And when I listen music, I feel so comfortable.
Comfortable. Okay, that's great. What kind of music do you usually listen to? Do you listen to music Western music or some Afghan songs? Which kind of music do you usually listen to? Asba? Hello? I think there's a connection problem with Misbah. Anyways, let's go to.
I'm calm.
Okay. I said, what kind of music do you usually listen to?
I usually listen pop and rap. That they're my favorite like of song.
Okay. Do you go to gym or other places? Do you exercise?
No, sometimes I exercise at home, but not go to the gym.
Okay. You are learning English, am I right? Right now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Do you listen to music while as a process to learn English?
Yes, I always listen English music. I really love English music, and that's my it's like my lesson. It's part of my lesson to I listen English music.
Okay, that's great. It was really nice talking to you, Misbah. And let's go to Aman. Aman, I think Aman is from Indonesia. I really do not know. Aman?
Aman from Malaysia.
Malaysia, that's great. Aman, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm feeling very
okay,
healthy.
Great. Aman, how's your relationship with music?
My relation, I heard a lot when I was a kid, and well, I heard a lot when I was a kid. My relation was very really tight when I was a kid, really close. Yeah, it was close, and I love to listen now to music, music from America, the genre. Genre. I was listening into genre like R&B, the early 2000s, yeah, something like that. And relationships really close when I was a kid. Yeah, I listened up a lot, and also the lyrics, the dialogue, the lyrics and the music that being sang off by the singer is really good for us to take something out from it. You know, I mean, take something from the lyric and use it. I mean, use it in an everyday thing that you want to do. I mean, the lyrics has a lot of what we call it, sense, expression. Like, I love you. You go to the park. We hang out forever, and yeah, like that. You know, and I took a lot of examples from the lyrics from the music that I listened up from when I was a kid.
So you're saying that you're listening to music to improve your English somehow and some expressions in English language. Am I right?
Yeah, that is true. Some expression from the lyrics, even though the music sometimes when there's no instrument of the music and there's only the dialogue, right? Only the lyrics, and so the song were left without any instrument music. It was like so quiet, only the voice of the singer there. It still could work out with me. I could use it, you know, to listen it up. And yeah, it's like listening up to podcasts, but except without the music, right?
That's a great idea, to listen to podcasts and listen to music to improve your listening skill. That's really great. So one more thing about music. Which kind of music do you usually prefer to listen to? Classic music, prehistoric music, medieval music, or the music that we have right now in different genres like pop, hip hop, or other music?
Okay, so for me, I think I want to give up a little bit suggestion for all of you. I mean, hip hop is good. It's good. The lyrics is good because it's like a rhyme, and the rhyme is that the word they use in the lyric is not that good like you would see in a rhyme that was from during the Shakespeare era. I mean, the rhyme that they did, that the rappers did, was like a street kind of rhyme, like like an informal rhyme. If you want to talk so informal, you go listen out to the those kind of song like hip hop, R&B, because they just instantly the singer instantly just throw out everything they have in their mind and they create a lyric. And that's all.
Okay, that's great. One of the great singers, the leading singers in your country, can you name a work of that person? The work.
Oh, the leader, the lead singer, the famous singer in my country, right? Is that what you are asking at me?
Yeah.
All right, like that. The famous singer that was in my country, that is in my country right now is it's a Malay people, so it's a Malay person, Malaysian person. His name is a man. His name is Anwar Zain, and the other person is female. Her name is Siti Nur Haliza, something like that. And she sang like or something like a genre like orchestra kind of song. I think like something like choir, some song like that. And but I don't listen to them actually. I listen to the English singer from America. I listen to the song. I don't because I want to improve out my English sentence expression in English. I want to express to all of the people in here. I got to go learn up the lyrics from every singer from America. But the singer from that I chose actually the singer who sang the genre that I love, that is R&B and hip hop. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, thank you very much for participating in this part of conversation. And let's go to Eric Sibi from Mexico.
Anybody
How are
else?
you, Eric?
I'm great, thanks for asking.
Okay, that's great. Since I know Mexican music is outstanding, how's the music situation there?
Yeah, absolutely. Even though I don't listen to Spanish music because I'm in the process of learning English. But yeah, absolutely, we have a lot of culture here, and the music that most people hear here is banda, and the tradition here is the mariachi. Yeah.
Okay. About people, how people use music. Do they consider music as a thing that people usually use music in the industry to gain money, or no? It has a deep root in your culture.
Yeah, for instance, people work in or gain money, gain money from instruments, from play violin. I don't know how to say other instruments, but absolutely you can work with music or yeah.
Okay, that's great. Do people use music therapy in Mexico?
Sorry, can you say that again, please?
The situation of music therapy. Some people nowadays believe that they love music therapy. For example, when they have some problems, when they think that they're under pressure, they go and they listen to music, or there are special people that they play musical instruments so that they recover. Music therapy.
I think so. For instance, in my case, I used to listen to music when I am when I feel bad, when I feel blue. I usually listen to music to feel more in a better mood.
Okay. Do you yourself play musical instruments?
No, I don't. I don't play any instrument at the moment.
In your opinion, who is the best singer in the US today?
The best singer, I don't know, because there are a lot of singers, good singers. No, I don't know. It's difficult that question for me because I like a lot of singers. A lot of, yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for participating in this part. Since I know there are some others, they really want to talk, and it was really nice talking to you. And with a final question.
Syama, can I add about therapy, for music for therapy?
Music therapy, yes.
Yeah, I want to share a bit, not long. My mom got music therapy when she got cancer, suffering from cancer for 8 years. And 3 years before God has another plan for her, doctor, the pain is already severe in the whole body. So doctor tried to help by morphine, 100 milli. And mom only sleep, and it is getting bigger. No movement or something, just sleep, just to point that pain. But finally I said, it's not really good to help painkiller with morphine. Then I tried to request it to doctor, to put it up, and then don't continue. Some other musician, but study music for doctoral degree, he met me at the front of the hospital. We just talked, and he offered his creation about music therapy. Then it works to my mom.
Wow. Yeah.
Till the end, mom never had any morphine anymore, but using her musical instrument for her pain. That's I want to share.
That's correct. According to BBC, last year when a person was really sick and we listened to music from Tchaikovsky from Russia, and he recovered soon. It was like a magic, you know. And Wikipedia says that when you listen to music in the process of music therapy, it may alleviate your pain. And I think that that one's great. Thank you, Nanny, and thank you, the gentleman from Mexico. Thank you very much. And let's go to others. Mukadas Juya, I think she's ready here. Do you have my voice? Okay, anyways, let's go to Guzal Jurzada. How are you?
I'm fine. How about you?
I'm doing well. Thank you very much. Guzal, would you introduce yourself? I think it's your second or third time you're participating in my class.
Yeah, I'm Guzal Razada, from Afghanistan.
Okay, great. The Afghanistan, we had one other here as well. Anyways, about music, do you like to learn music?
Yeah, very. I listen music a lot.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you go to gym or other places?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you listen to music while exercising?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I listen music very.
Okay.
I love music.
Have you ever heard music for just learning purposes, language learning, for example?
Yeah, I listen English music for learn English, and sometimes I listen Uzbek music.
Mm-hmm. But
Yeah.
which singers do you usually listen to?
Havina.
Hadina. Where's she from?
Havina.
Mm-hmm.
Havina. I think he.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Do you want to?
One of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Considering the restrictions on women in Afghanistan, do you have the gut to play music or instrument?
Yes, I wanna.
Okay. Which musical instruments do you want to play or learn to play?
Pop.
Pop. Okay. It was great talking to you. Let's go to Mr.
Can you
Ahmad.
hear me? Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for participating. Let's go to Mr. Ahmad from Syria, our host today, and let's see how's the situation of music in Syria. Dear
Yes.
Ahmad, how are you doing?
Thank you so much, Simak. I am very happy. Thank you so much. Actually, I joined later.
Okay, no problem. I'm happy that I have you here.
Thank you so much. Actually, I am very happy to. Nice to meet you.
Okay.
For me, actually, here in East Syria, there are two languages considered something like the formal language here in this country: Kurdish and Arabic.
Okay, dear Ahmad, we talked about Arabic with some Arab friends. Let's talk about Kurdish song, and maybe the friends here, they may not know much about Kurdish songs, and let's talk about this one.
Actually, the Kurdish consider the difference from the Arabic language. There are two different languages. So my mother tongue is Kurdish, and I listen to the Kurdish music. There are a lot of the singer here in this country consider the Kurdish singer, and there are one person I can call him Aram Dikran. Aram Dikran, that's his name, Aram Dikran, and Abdul Qahar Zahouri. She is from Kurdistan, Iraq.
Okay.
And but he is Kurdish. Something say the signer, Kurdish signer. Yes.
If we go to your culture, and if we want to explore something about your culture, we may consider something about music. Is Kurdish music something sad or something happy? Is Kurdish music saying about life or the life after life or the death?
Yes,
about
sure.
sad things or happiness?
Actually, here in this country, something as a Kurdish man, there isn't difference between the Kurdish, the culture Arabic and the Kurdish culture. That is very near. There isn't a lot of the difference. For the Kurdish song, there are a lot of the singer focusing on maybe the moral song. The moral song, like the speaking about the story, you know, is not sad and is not happy, but you know, that's something the moral use. If you listen the signer, you know, speaking about the story or the your story or his story or him story, something like this. But sometimes you see this.
Okay, about the situation, the accidents, incidents, the pain that people are suffering, the life, how it's going there, and they usually want to display all these things in music. Am I right?
Yes, sure. The signer, if you say something about the song, you know, describe the story, and using maybe the sad why to describe the story. The story in the past, the life is very healthy, is very happy, you know. Now we have the technology, we have a lot of the problem, social problem, something. You describe it as something is sweet story.
You're talking now about the sense of nostalgia.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. You are right now, as I know, learning English as well. Do you listen to music when you have time?
Actually, for me, I listen to the Kurdish song and the English song. You know, I want to improve my listening skills, and sometimes I listen. Yes.
Okay. Who's your favorite English singer? That can be American or can be Brits.
I listen to Adele.
Oh yeah, that one's really good.
Yes,
I listen to Adele too.
Because here language is very clear. You know, you can understand what you see. It's not quickly. It's very slowly. You know, describe it.
Yeah. Although she's from Britain, but I think she's right now in the US. Okay. Nice taste on music.
Thank you so much.
Okay, great. Ahmad, thank you very much. It was really nice having you here. Let's go to see other friends. We are going to talk. Mukaddes Juya, if you're listening to me, please talk.
Yes, I can hear you, teacher. It's me, Muqaddas Juya from Afghanistan. And
that's great.
Today's topic is very interesting. I mean, I love music and I love to talk about it and sing music sometimes as well.
Okay, since you say you love music, what can be the impact of music in your life?
It can have many impacts on my life. For example, when I feel down or when I feel like I'm not in the mood or there's lack of energy in me, I usually listen to music and sing with the singer as well. And it really helps me, it really helps me to get recovered and to feel good.
Okay, great. Which kind of music do you usually listen to?
Lots of music. Actually, music is a universal language. We cannot specify that this kind of music is good or this kind of music is bad. We cannot say. There's lots of music. I usually listen to pop music mostly from the US singers, and because I want to improve my listening skills as well by listening to music, especially my accent. And I think it really helps to improve our pronunciation by listening and repeating the song that we hear.
Oh, that's great. That's great. But one more thing, what can be the impact of music in your own life? For example, have you ever said that, oh yes, I really want to be a singer?
Oh yeah, many times actually. For example, so, a year ago, 1 year ago, I mean, I used to listen to Spanish songs, and I decided to learn Spanish. And since
Wow.
I started listening to music, mostly US or Western music, I mean, I wanted to become a singer, and I think it has had many great impact on my life.
Okay, great. But right now you want to be a singer as well?
Yes, of course, I'd love to be a singer.
Okay. So in this case, you may have some people as your role model.
Yes, Selena Gomez is my role model, and I can say that I have memorized most of her songs. I usually listen to the music sometimes, for example, for one or more times, and then I memorize the lyrics, and then with I sing with her actually, and I feel really good. I feel that right now I'm on a stage and people are listening to me. It really energizes me.
Okay, thank you. And about your own culture, how's the situation of music?
The situation of music in Afghanistan, it is really bad right now, because there are some people that they think that music contradicts some religious beliefs, and we are not actually people are not allowed to listen to music in public.
Wow.
Yes, it is bad, their situation actually, but we are not allowed to, for example, lower up the volume of the songs that we hear in our neighborhood, for example, or on the street. Some people cannot listen to music.
Well, yeah, that's really bad. The situation is bad,
Yeah,
but it can be really, really, hard to you to learn music. Anyways, I hope
Yes,
for the
and thank you. And I think listening to music really can help our pronunciation, because listening to music really helped me to improve my pronunciation. For example, when I sing with the singer, especially from the lyrics, besides learning many new words or vocabulary, I noticed some important points in pronunciation as I sing with the singer, and it helps our listening skills and our pronunciation. And I recommend all friends here that if they want to have a good pronunciation, they should listen to English music or English songs. It does not matter. For example, if you want to learn Spanish or other music or other languages, they should they should listen to the songs in that language. And I'm pretty sure that it really can help.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much for participating. And since I think we are running out of time, we do not have much time, and we should talk to other friends. They really want to talk. Let's go to Mr. Khan. How are you?
Today I'm very assisted to have your class session.
Okay, that's great.
How have you been up to, sir?
I'm doing well. Thank you very much. How about you?
Not bad. I can't complain. Well, thanks for asking.
That's great that you are really fine. Let's talk about music in your country. Mr. Khan? Hello? I think there is some problem with internet connection with Mr. Khan. Let's go to some other friends to talk. Laura, how are you? Hello? Anyways, I think we have internet connection.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, that's great. Would you introduce yourself?
Yes. My name is Laura. I am from Guatemala.
Guatemala.
I live in Antigua, Guatemala City.
Great. Let's talk about music. You're learning English. Do you listen to music?
Yes, I love the music. In my country,
okay.
Listen to different genres.
Genres, yes.
Music. Music. But I prefer instrumental music.
I think we have some birds chirping there in the background. Laura?
Yes, yes.
Okay. In Guatemala, the music, the great singers, who are they?
For example, Ricardo Arjona.
Okay.
He is from Guatemala, and his music is very cool, and all people listen to this music. In my opinion, the lyrics of the songs today are very bad, but in Spanish, I don't like.
Okay. You prefer the lyrics that were all classic.
Yes.
Great. And you don't like music right now because of their lyrics, and you think they are not meaningful.
Yeah.
Okay, great. It was really nice talking to you, since we do not have much time and friends are waiting to talk to. Thank you very much. And I think we have some background problem as well. Great. Thank you. Let's go to other here, Paimana Juya. I think she's here. Let's talk to her. Hello? Paimana, can you hear me? Oh, I think we do not have much time, and she may have internet connection problem. And Mr. Khan said, one chance again, Mr. Khan, you're very welcome.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Well, so should I proceed with that question? Similar to that question?
Yeah, we should proceed with music.
Well, so that I earlier told you all, like here most of the people are listening my local folk song, like they used to listen in our preset to time to right now, kind of singing song. Whenever I listen English songs, so they just you can say just say to me, what are you listening? So it's kind of like and in countryside, people don't know exactly and English song or other country song, but in townside area, people just sometimes listen pop music song or top song of English. Yep. So this is news of my country.
Okay, that's great. Which other music? I mean, in Asian countries, for example, here we have Pakistan, Afghanistan, for example, in Iran, there are lots of people, they usually listen to Indian music as well. Although they have their own kind of music, for example, in Iran, we have good Persian music, or in Afghanistan as well, or in Pakistan too, but they listen to Indian music as well. Is the situation the same in your country?
Exactly. Yes. Most of the people here also follow some TV serial, and in that case, they usually listen also music, Indian music, and they also follow Indian actress, actors, or musician.
Great. Do you think that music can somehow impact the society, the way that people think about everyday life, or maybe about the situation that may encounter, or the decisions that they may take?
It depends on the environment of that place. Actually, I want to say, like if we talk about in wedding, some of wedding people arrange some music session. So in that case, it's nothing gonna happen. But in others case, like without any reason, if you just listen music, so someone ask, like is general people, straight people or unknown person asks why you are too much louder listen music. So it's kind of awkward. It's impact, like I don't know society, but it impacts me. You can say sometimes remarkable, sometimes I feel also bad.
Okay, great. Do you yourself, you feel comfortable when you listen to music, and sometimes you think you're under strain, and with listening to music, you may elevate the pain?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, that's great. It was nice talking to you all, and I think
It's pleasure to meet with you again, and thanks for giving me extra chance. I'm
okay,
sorry for
thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you all for participating in this class. It was
Thank you,
really nice
Siama.
talking
Fantastic.
to you all.
Thank you, Siamak.
Thank you so much, Siamak.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And I think Mr. James Green is here right now. Back to you, sir.
Yeah, so that's the end of classes for today. Thanks for participating, everybody, and see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, Mr. Green. Take care.